Good afternoon, everyone. It is Sunday, February 25th, 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it very, very much. If you do like what you see today, if you could like and subscribe, watch my videos, I truly appreciate that. I would really appreciate that very, very much. And if you do need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, my link to my website is downstairs, down below in the description. You will find the link to my website if you need anything. This is the most exciting last week for Sale-A-Bration in the Stampin' Up! World. So this is the end of our big Sale-A-Bration. Sale-A-Bration is when we have products in this catalog that you can get for free. If you spend $50 to $100, you get to choose something in this catalog. So then, they also have other things that they added in February. So if you see something you don't want in there, or maybe you already have everything and you need some more stuff, well, then go to the website and you can see all the other stuff that you can get for free. It automatically is going to show it to you when you check out. It'll all be there. So don't worry about not being able to do it. If you do need help, give me a call. I'm happy to help you. Okay, so this is the card. I'm actually filming this last week. We're actually on our way home from Harlingen, Texas today. We went to visit my father-in-law, and he lives about 30 minutes from South Padre Island. We live in McKinney, 9-hour drive. If you've ever driven that drive, it's long, and it's going to be a long day today. So wish me luck. I'm probably in the car either knitting or reading. So this is the card that I talked about last week. So I saw this technique from Patty Bennett. I think it's Patty Bennett. And excuse my dog. I'm sorry. My husband's not home and my dog is lonely. She's another demonstrator who did this technique, which I absolutely loved. And I was like, but I got to make this my own. So I put it on the back burner and didn't think about it for a while. And so when I was thinking about today's video, I was like, okay, I was going through pictures and I found a picture from a couple of years ago of a card I did that was a color challenge that were out of my wheelhouse. It was Melon Mambo, Daffodil Delight, and Old Olive. And I was like, okay, so those are out of my wheelhouse colors, if you know. I like the colors, but I don't gravitate to them. And I loved the card though. And I did it with Stampin' Blends and it was gorgeous. When I went to do the technique, a couple of my blends are a little bit dry. So I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. And I was going to use, here's what I was going to use. I was going to use the Detailed Dogwood stamp set, which I think is a beautiful stamp set. I made this beautiful thing right here. It's even got the pop dots on it. Just didn't? No. Stop whining. Sorry. My husband's not here to quiet the dog. So anyway, it just didn't look right on the card. So the card had to go into timeout. And I kind of thought about it overnight and I listened and I was like, oh, I got it. So I came back and here we are today. I actually changed the color from Melon Mambo to Berry Burst because I love Berry Burst. I just think it's a gorgeous color. And well, that's what I wanted to do, so that's what I did. All right, let's flip the camera and I'm going to show you the card we're going to do. Okay, here we go. Now we are on my glass mat, and I see that I have the shadow. So let me get a piece of paper because I don't want the shadow. I did kind of forget that. Oh, I ripped it. Uh-oh. Let's see. Okay. Here's this mat. So then that will, take that. All right. So here's my card. Okay. Here is my enjoy card. Enjoy your day card. This is another Stampin' Up! Set that is in the Sale-A-Bration catalog. You can use this. Now I also used an embossing folder, which is also part of Sale-A-Bration. This embossing folder, which I am in love with, comes with this set right here. Softly Sophisticated. Solo. No. No. Okay. This is a very spoiled dog. I'm sorry. This is a beautiful set. It is so great. And the thing about these two things right here, this to me is the perfect combination. You have a flower, you have sentiments, and you have an embossing folder. So right here, gorgeous cards with just these. Okay, we're not using all that, but it does make absolutely stunning cards. We are doing this, okay? And this is the technique I really want us to talk about, all right? We are going to use our fluid watercolor paper. And this is a 5x7 piece of paper, okay? So that's 5x7, okay? I think you get 12 of them in here. All right, I know it's got a little stuff on it, but you know what? We're gonna cover it up. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about that. In fact, it's coming off. Okay, what we're gonna do is we are going to use some reinkers, which I used last week. I'm telling you, this is the best bang for your buck. Okay, I've got Berry Burst, Daffodil Delight, and Old Olive, okay? Now, I'm going to put them on my glass mat and pick them up with a baby wipe, okay? So, any baby wipe I'll do. If you live in Texas, it's kind of got to be, H-E-B, right? Okay. I don't have kids. This may work terrible on babies, but I don't know. So, anyway, I'm going to take I put a couple little drops on here, and I'm just going to take my baby wipe, and I'm just going to kind of go like that, okay? And I feel like I've got a lot of ink on there, so I'm going to be real careful. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to lightly rub it across, okay? I'm going to take some more off, and I'm going to rub it across just like that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? All right, so I'm going to put this to the side, and I'm going to do another dot with the, and you can't see it. Okay, there's my Daffodil Delight. I'm going to get another clean baby wipe, okay? I'm going to use a different baby wipe for each color, okay? So I've got my yellow, my Daffodil Delight, and it's going to go over like this. And I'm going to go over that Berry Burst like that. Oh my gosh. Y'all, that is gorgeous. You could do sunsets. You could do, so many things. The possibilities, I think, are endless with this, okay? So now I have Old Olive, and that's right there. Let me see if I can, like that. Okay. So there you go. Okay. All right. I really did not get much Old Olive, did I? Let's see if I can get a little more. That's just barely a speck, right? Okay. Now, this technique is quick as a wink, right? I mean, come on. It is truly quick as a wink. I'm going to start at the bottom because I kind of want that to be the darkest. Okay. I'm probably going to need to get a little more Old Olive, because I want that to be a little darker. Yeah, I'm going to add a little more Old Olive. Don't shortchange the green. All right. Okay. All right. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's beautiful. Now you can use any color combination you want, obviously, but this is just what I chose today. Now I'm going to take this back, and I'm going to go back over this just to kind of give, a little bit more blending to these. And then there is what you have. How stunning. I just think this is stunning. I do. I think this is an absolutely stunning. I mean, could this be any easier? Probably not, right? In my opinion. Probably it couldn't get any easier. Now I'm gonna clean up my glass mat because well, I know me. And if you watch on a regular basis, you know me too, and I'm a mess. So I'm going to clean that off. Now, how could you get this glass mat? Say, oh, Amy, I really like that. I'd really like to have one. Well, never fear. You can have one. If the price is right, I'm just kidding. That's totally not it. You can have one if you want to be a demonstrator. So even if you don't want to be a demonstrator, that didn't come out right. All right. So what you can do is you can, if you want to sign up to be a demonstrator, you can get this glass mat. You get this as well, this mat. And there's something else that I can't think of right now. All for part of your, with part of your startup. Or you can have the money to spend on other products. But, and being a demonstrator, I was hazard to say most people that are demonstrators, honestly, are not selling anything. They don't have customers. They are their customer. And that is what people do. And I think that that's awesome too. Okay, now before I cut this, okay, this is 7 inches. I only need 5. So I have 2 inches extra. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 1/2 inch off the bottom. Okay. And I'm going to take 1/2 inch off the top. Now that's only 1 inch, Amy, and I know that. Okay. I know that. All right. But I'm going to kind of look at it before I take another 1/2 inch off. I'll go ahead and take another 1/2 inch on the bottom. All right. And another, am I going to get to 5 1/4? No, another 1/4 inch. Sorry, because I want it to be at 5 1/4. So I'm only going to take another 1/4 inch off right here. Okay. Now I'm going to set these aside because I'm going to use these on the inside. Now this is 5. So I'm going to cut it at 2 1/2. And then if you want, you've got 2 cards. Okay. Now if you, sometimes this kind of frays a little bit. And if you have, you can just kind of go like this. Or if you have an emery board, which I do, but it looks like I probably used it for my fingernails and took it away. But anyway, you can emery board that, or you can just kind of go like this and it goes away. Cause this is still just a tidge wet. Okay. This is still a tidge wet. So I'm going to take this one cause I like it better. And I'm going to put it on some basic black. Now I have some basic black or black cardstock, okay? And I am going to use the yellow, the Daffodil Delight. I'm going to use it, and I embossed it with that beautiful Sale-A-Bration embossing folder. If I didn't want to do that, I want to let's look at what, okay, we're going to use this. That's a possibility. But if we wanted, we could use Berry Burst, and that would give it, you know what? That gives it a total different look. So you know what I think we should do? I think we should use Berry Burst. So I'm going to emboss the Berry Burst one, and it's a little jagged, but that's okay. Let's do a really quick little emboss. Okay. Here's my embossing folder. All right. It won't open for me because I wanted to do something different. Okay, so I'm going to put this here. Okay, I'm going to put it right there. I don't know why I did that. Make sure, this one you do kind of want to make sure you get it straight, okay, because it's got a pattern. So you're going to put it in here. I'm going to grab my cut and emboss. Okay. And my plate 1. I just need plate 1. This is a 3D embossing folder. So when you do this, you only need plate 1 and plate 4. So I'm going to put this down, fold side first. I'm going to run this through. Okay. And voila! It's embossed. That didn't take any time at all. And if you will notice that piece of paper kind of, it did have a little bit of, I want to say it had gotten folded a little bit because I didn't think I was going to use it. But then I thought, why not? Let's try something new, right? That embossing folder, it's now that it's embossed, you would never know. So just know that's pretty cool. All right, let's do this real quick. Let's turn that over. I mean, it's a little better. Okay. So, oh, I do want to show you. My thought was for this was to put it on here, and I just didn't think it looked right. I don't know. If you like it, you could put it on. I mean, I guess it looks okay. I guess I could do that. I just didn't. I liked it like this. That's what I liked. Okay, so I've got this. Now, I love this, but I'm going to be honest. I wanted a little bit of extra. So I'm going to take my black Stampin' Right marker, and I'm just going to kind of go around. All the way around it. Just to give it a little, I don't know, just a little extra. And then I'm going to do another line. And then I'm going to let them cross a little bit. Kind of like that. And then I'm going to do this, kind of like that. And then I'm going to go down like that. Like that. Just to give it a little bit of, I don't know, just a little bit of extra. And yes, I just put the lid from this onto this. So let's actually do it right. So there's that. This Stampin' Right marker is awesome. I love it. Okay, so let's do this. I have these extra pieces, right? So they need to go on the inside. So I'm just going to trim them to fit there, right? So that needs to be 4. Okay. I'm going to do a pink and a solo. No. I'm going to do the pink at the top and the green at the bottom, just to kind of mimic what went on the outside, right? Just a little bit of extra. You have it, you have it. You might as well use it. Now, if you wanted to just do one on one, like if you were making 2 cards, you could do one on one card and one on the other. Okay. So, solo, stop. This is what happens when I do. This is why I don't normally do a video when my husband's not home. Because of the dog. No. No. Go lay down. Okay. Just a little inside, a little fun. Okay. Now, we're going to put this onto this, and I've got a piece of black. All right, I'm going to show you what I did here. I'm going to put this on here. Okay, I want that like that. Okay, so that's going to go on here. Now, I made the black to be where it was went to the edges, okay? So I wanted that matted, but I wanted it to be the same size as this. Does that make sense? Can you kind of see that? Hopefully you can. Okay. So I'm going to save that too, because I can use it. Now for this Enjoy. You have a whole nother piece that you can use. All right. Now I have this one already done, so I'm just going to use it because it was from another one I did. And I was like, well, I'm going to go ahead and do it. And I just stamped Enjoy Your Day in Berry Burst onto that. And then I cut it out with this. And I'm going to cut another one of these. All right. Now this, I believe this is on, I believe this punch is on back order right now, which kind of really upsets me. Hopefully it will very quickly come off. Now, what I should have done on this one was turned it the other way and had the colors match. I didn't. I thought of that after I stamped it. So you could do that if you wanted. This is going to be a totally different look, and I think that's going to be gorgeous. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to cut it in half. All right, I've got this. I'm just going to cut it in half. All right, using my cutter. Yeah, no, I got that in there. It's okay. It's okay. We're all friends here, right? Okay. So let's put a little green or a little adhesive here. And I put the adhesive on the back, but then I have to look at it. I can't just pretend I know what I'm doing. And I say pretend, and I mean I pretend. Okay, so there you go. So that just gives that a little bit of a little extra. All right, so I'm going to make sure that I like Berry Burst. I don't know. Well, we're going to see if I like Berry Burst or not. And I didn't really like the outline of this. I decided that I didn't like it, so I didn't want to do that. All right, let's go ahead and also tie our twine. I've got some twine here. And as you can see, a sweet little puppy has had his time with it. So I'm just going to tie it around here. I'm going to double it. I'm going to tie it. Okay. I think on the last one I love this puppy. If I didn't love him so much, he'd be gone. All right, so I'm going to do the bunny ears. So I'm going to make 2 loops, and then I'm going to put this through this, and I hope I get it right. Okay, yeah, I think that did it. And then I'm going to, like that. Let's see. All right, let's pull this a little bit and pull this, make it a little bit prettier. I always like to do a double on this, and then I'm going to get my scissors. Not that pair. I have 2 pairs, one that needs sharpened and one that's new. And I have to make sure I'm using the right one, because the ones that need sharpened do not like to, they don't like to cut any kind of ribbon. All right, so there is the black bow. That's pretty. There we go. Now you're doing what I want you to, kind of. Okay. So I've got my black bow, and you can fiddle with it. I'll probably fiddle with it later, but okay. So there's that. All right. So let's look at this. So we want to make sure, we want to see what we like better, okay? So I know I've got this, and I'm going to put it here. So I've got that look with the Berry Burst. Or I have this look. I don't want you. With the Daffodil Delight. And I honestly think that this shows up better on the Daffodil Delight. So I'm going to keep the Daffodil Delight as my color of choice. Okay. Now, if you wanted to do this background as your entire card, then absolutely you can do that. I mean, it's gorgeous, but I'm just trying to get 2 cards out of it because, you know, that watercolor paper can be kind of expensive, and you know, so let's use it as, let's get as much bang for your buck as you can, right? All right, so I'm going to put this here, kind of so that I wanted these to kind of even up, right? And then this, I'm of course going to use dimensionals. So let's put some dimensionals on there. If you don't want to use the black yarn or thread, then don't. Use what you love. That's the best thing about this, is that you got to use what you love, right? All right. This to me is a simple card. It went together pretty quickly, but boy, is it nice. This bow might drive me a little insane. I just love this. I just think it's pretty. It's bright. It's out of my wheelhouse. But y'all, sometimes I need to step out of my comfort zone, do a different color scheme, and fall in love with it, because I really think these are 2 gorgeous cards. Let me know what you think. I hope that you have a beautiful, beautiful week. I hope that your days are filled with sunshine. Last week we were in the 80s, so hopefully we'll see what we are this week. Thank you for watching. Again, if you ever have any questions or need anything, please reach out to me. I'm always here for you. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye.